This route, you were saying a little earlier before we started the interview that it's a nice one to do.
Look, the trade winds are really the best sort of sailing you can get.
Now, what do you mean by best sailing? To a landlubber, what does that mean?
Well, it means you're sailing fairly close to the tropics, so it's warm, and you're getting very consistent winds blowing from the southeast.
From the early days to now, you know, if you take 17 years, a lot of development has taken place, even in the technology of the yachts.
You know, the sails, the designs, and so much faster, and the equipment on board, you know, the wind instruments, the radios, just everything. I mean, it's like everything in life, you know, we've got spaceships, and it's happened all around us.
The old fogies always say it was better in our day. Is it more difficult now? Was it more difficult then? Is it easier to win these days?
I would think when the chaps were sailing around the world in the square riggers and they didn't have charts, that must have been difficult, getting into little bays and not knowing where the rocks were. And today everything's, you know, we've got charts for every little spot, and it's so much easier. We've got echo sounders. Those days they used the lead line and used to throw it down up on the bow and pull it up and see what the depth was. So it's so much easier, really.
Bertie, in the book Rio 71, written by Wilhelm Grutter and Gerard Last, you're in here for a trek. I see the skipper was Mickey Thomas.
Mickey Thomas, yes, commander in the Navy, possible, and Rio's a great place.
For a party?
Always.
What's the first thing you do when you get there, Bertie? Have a cold beer?
A cold beer and then shower, and then you meet the guys, and it's really super. And Rio's got a great yacht club.
How well do you know the boat you're on?
Well, it's Harbour Island is the boat I use in the round the world race. So
it's your home?
Yeah, for the last three years.
And your crew?
Crew, a great bunch of guys. I've got five on board now. So 3 young guys, and very keen, and 2 sort of guys just a bit younger than I am, and that's the balance.
Are you telling us you're going to be the old man of the sea in this boat?
No.
Bertie, you've been one of the first entries. You actually entered in 91 already for this race, but it was touch and go that you were actually going to go, because, you know, you were still...
Yeah, I got back and I wasn't sure whether it'd be, you know, right, and I had some x-rays done, and doctor said it was fine, and I've got to keep this on for the race. I'm not going to take a chance, and it's super to be in the race.
What actually happened to this leg of yours?
I was driving home one evening, and it was raining, and I saw a shadow in the road, and I braked, skidded, and as I corrected, I rolled into the golf course. Accident.
It was a very bad accident. You almost lost it, didn't you, Bertie?
Sure, just twice wanted to amputate, but it could have been worse.
Yeah, well, you've got it. Now, with this special cast, does it mean they can tie a rope to you and you can go jump and have a swim?
No, I hate getting wet. Really.
Well, you're going the right place. You're not going to get wet. This is the race to go on.
And with 5 guys on board, as soon as I get a bit of spray, I'll go down below.
So here we are, 12:45 on the 9th of, let's see, there we go, 9th of the 1st, and we're about to sail to Rio. There's our boat, Harbour Island. It's absolutely packed here, the yacht club, as you can see. There we go. Nice close-up. Alyssa, let's see the face. Tony, look after Gail. Here we are, leaving to Rio. Have a mountain in the background. Custom is to have a beer each as you leave port. Table Bay.
fellas excited? He's practicing. I know you will. He's working on it for 2 weeks.
Thinking about Alison already, huh?
Thinking about Alison.
Lovely birthday, buddy. Yeah. You know what? You know when the people are glad to see you.
I know. I feel it.
I need more food. Got a little food. Not too bad. Green boy there. Green boy out the back. Right. There's a little wood. So we have to go back.
It's a big responsibility to sail a big boat, and with the sponsorships, and you're sailing for your navy or for your country, and we're just about there, are we?
We're just about there, a couple of seconds to go.
And after the gun, listen and hope you don't hear a further gun.
The boat to the extreme right to weather there, the big one, that's the Parker Penn boat, and probably I would say the best position, although he hasn't got boat speed on at the moment. And just about there, and I can see IGI Sea Rescue very far behind him, probably about 8 boat lengths. And there we have it, start of the 1993 Cape to Rio race. You can see the boats well heeled over there, jostling for position.
And we're talking about 47 yachts in the IMS class.
Now, it was interesting. I'm surprised that David Abramovich took a very conservative start. In fact, he's very far behind, and Parker Penn's well up to weather. I can't quite sight Broomstick at the moment.
Yes. They've all got reasonably clean wind. There's enough wind for everybody.
Botting up on the weather side to bring more ballast stability to the boat. Well heeled there, Jerry.
She's not reefed.
Really powering along, using all 75 foot of the water line. There, Broomstick spinnaker going up. You can see it just filled. That's more or less what you want to do. That's the sort of timing you would need from the mark to get a spinnaker set.
That's Broomstick, Hanna Töteberg.
Lots of shouting, lots of sweat. Off it goes.
Lots of drill, lots of experience.
The trick now, of course, is to get the Genoa down, because that is influencing the spinnaker. That's why it collapsed. And you'll see, there they go, they start dropping the Genoa. Also, you want to keep as much weight out of the bow as possible, so you don't send that many people forward.
The principal worry will be to stay in the wind. The wind's got a terrible habit as you get north of Robben Island of suddenly opening out, a sort of Venturi effect, and it dies away, and evening coming on. And I think they'll be deciding, do I go off to the west or do I creep up the coast?
You can see Parker Penn coming up a little bit to port, in other words, the weather of Broomstick.
Yes.
This is a long distance shot, so we can't really get the distance, and that's Namsey Challenge. Sailing all by herself there. I don't see IGI, I'm not quite sure where she's in relation, but you can see how the fleet spreads out so quickly, and by tonight they won't even be in sight of each other, basically.
Well, with our boats on their way, it's time to say goodbye. A final word from you, John.
Well, it's a long way, 3,600 miles. It's going to be very exciting. I think the men with the most tenacity and the best leadership will come up and trumps,
Jerry?
and may the best
Well,
win.
I think my last word must be about the sea, and I think 3 passwords are vigilance, caution, humility.
And good luck to everybody, as we say, bon voyage to the fleets on their way to Rio de Janeiro for the 1993 Rothmans Cape to Rio.
Spinnaker is making nice.
There we go. Oh,
I thought big boats were dry. There's one boat coming to the front of the back. I'll tell you one drink. Hey, look at that Cape Town Table Mountain. Shoot, I tell you, Nick, the best feeling ever when you leave South America. You call them America and you come, you sail across to South Africa, right on the Provenza. Yeah.
we're off. Show the time.
I'll tell you the secret of winning this race is you bloody go, just run and go with speed. We don't have to beat anywhere, we don't have to go for a mark. We're just going to go very fast, because as we get further north, the wind's going to turn.
Yeah, it's fine. It's pretty vintage. Rain's just taking it away.
Yeah, run our batteries before we leave Cape Town.
How's it up? Oh, you're going to run those things.
Are you going to talk on the radio sometime today? Before he's gone, eh?
I'm going to do that at about, oh, we're on the coast, I can do anything.
Down on the car. It's not done. 11 and a half, 12.
Well, we've started the race. And we're off. We've blown one Jenica already. Robben Island.
Are you happy with that second spreader there?
Yeah, fine. Okay, it's 5 o'clock, 2 hours into the race. The wind is still humpy. In between 10 and 11 knots. This is about 11 knots, 10, 11 knots.
How's the watermelon? Take them off that Jenica.
Been well over 10, 11 knots at the moment.
En daar wordt heeltemal ruimte geskipt hier aan die buitenkant. Dan wordt die bal ook geskipt met die kogel. Daar wordt gehardloop onder op die grens. Die bal wordt...
Now, Highgate Ostrich cruising along at 11 knots. We're busy doing 13 at the moment. Yeah, we're 2.5 hours into the race and we're busy averaging about 12 knots. At the moment we're gunning 13, 14 knots, surfing down these waves just with a Denica up. It's really amazing. Basically off book punch at the moment with this fishing boat coming past us. First bit of food. Alberti's done his job. Bit of bread. Old John doing a magnificent job here at the helm. Yeah, and how does it sound? Feel?
Stiff. We're not talking about your eyes. Hello, Helmut. Hello. Do you have a kit?
Okay, got you. And Nick, what are you going to say?
Man, this is a good way to get to Saldanha. I hope it remains the same up to Rio.
What, 5.5 hours to Saldanha, eh?
No, below 4 hours.
Below? No.
What's it?
Let's have a check on here. 7:45.
Yeah.
7:45, and we are humming. Saldanha is just on our right. Starboard.
Boy, don't want to give John.
No, you can drive now.
$608, $603. That was 15 knots. Get a picture of it.
Listen,
It's better than farming.
don't play around with old people. I thought I was on the Kariba, but this is slightly bigger than the Kariba.
Okay, the time's about 12:15 on the 10th of the 1st, Sunday. As you can see, the water's flattened out quite nicely. Everyone's well on board. Done some good miles. We've been averaging about 11-12 knots. Nicky at the helm. As I said, it's about 12:15, Sunday the 10th, and we're still humming along at about 9-10 knots. Last night through to this morning, 8 at 9 o'clock, we were still in a lot of swell, doing 11, 12, 13, up to 16 knots, surfing down the wave. Get the time, 12:34, date 10th to the 1st, and we've got a bump. No. How many knots you doing? 10.
Right at the end, just behind us.
Sweeping the ocean.
Sweeping the ocean.
It's actually quite a catchy name.
Oh, John.
Yeah.
Reminding.
Just to remind them.
Very
Eh?
hard actually like.
Yeah, we've got John Spot on the helm doing 10 knots on the reach. Down the west coast. Up the west coast.
Still a little bit longer.
Ah, there it's going now. Jono. There we go.
Away. Trying to get that humming sound. Thank you.
Whereabouts?
Wie jy nou in die Amazone was, waar was jy met die Amazone? Jy het letterlik gelees, want ek het hier 'n klomp literatuur.
Relay is eintlik baie verskriklike lees. Sy bestudeer alles. Sy het alles oor jou. Ek was op Manaus toe.
Cowboy chow.
Cowboy chow, there we go.
Supper time. Here we are. Let's have a look. There we go. Supper.
The hunk of long hard bread.
You want to see one?
This is fit enough for a doctor, eh? Oh, that looks good. Eh? And here we have veg.
Smoking another one.
A man who lives on grass.
Hoe many you have there?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Here comes the ball now.
What's there? What's that?
How's it?
Use it.
Oh, you're facing Cape Town.
You know, just keep it, Jack, get the pressure out of it. You with me?
No, I don't think we're going to have anything more than 5 knots.
Well, no, sometimes, you know,
Yeah, no.
you just say we get further north at about the Blacker.
Sean getting dressed up.
And then we must just run off with it, even if we run for an hour.
It's so beautiful out here. In the rain. The only problem is,
There's 3 knots, 3.4 knots of true breeze,
and we
True
do
breeze.
2.4 knots
and
of
we're doing
true boat speed.
2.4. It's not
2.5
even
knots.
indicating apparent wind. Because apparent wind is zilch, nothing from behind.
Coasting along. Can
Two
you hear me
point-
talk?
yeah,
Would
yeah,
you?
yeah.
Coasting along at 2.2 knots with 3 knots of breeze. If you look over here at our, no, you don't have to look, but
So we'll come and have a look now.
apparent wind angle 0. Wind speed is 0.
No, but it goes all around the clock the whole time.
Okay, no.
Man, it was the first real shower. We had a little rain shower just now. But there we have it.
I'll stay behind my tail.
Thanks. Sun trying to come up. Well, it is up. A few dark clouds. As you can see, absolutely nothing. No wind patch. Smoker doing great work here. There's 2. No wind. So the 360 there. And there's our fine helmsman at the moment.
Doing 2.1 knots in no wind.
2.1 knots.
What a mate. 2.2, 2.3.
We'll have to get onto that and have a look. .5.
Taking off.
Now we have Bertie cooking another 5-course, 5-star meal. Breakfast, bacon, eggs, tomato. Carlos, look, he even wears his Harbour Island t-shirt.
Just for my sponsorship.
Just for your sponsorship.
You're running out of
That's it.
footage and material.
No. That looks so good, eh?
Well, having had a look at
On
you,
the life raft.
I couldn't resist ordering the same full house as you had when I saw you enjoying it.
From the 5-star kitchen.
Yeah, what a star old birdie is. I think we're quite happy to stay out here in mid-ocean.
Yeah.
Treatment like this, we don't even want to get to Rio.
$11.20. 11:90. Absolutely becalmed, no wind. Monday blues. This is what you call a good Monday morning. You know what, 14, 15 knots at the moment. Okay, it's about 6:20 and the wind came up at about 2 o'clock. It's blowing about 28 18, 20 knots, and we're doing about 14, 15. As I said, we're doing about 15 knots. How much? 25. Really humming it. I've sat in the doldrums for 12 hours with no wind. Really come up. There's our top speed so far. As I was taping the back of the boat.
Go on, having it.
Here we are, 1952. The wind's got up to about 30 knots now. And we're pumping along. Picture of concentration.
Having supper at 16.5 knots.
How does it feel like having supper at 16.5 knots? Orgasmic. Well, there's our first ship that we sighted 14 hours ago. It's only catching us now. That's how fast we were going last night. Speeds up to 20 knots, surfing down the waves. Our first sighting of dolphins.
They mustn't do reports on that.
041 negative. We've had a good night sailing. Over. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
And the child.
Romeo Papa 042. My position 0700 2741 south 0830 east. Over. Richard, thank you very much. Is there anything else of interest?
Close to us.
No, nothing. A really nice sail. Enjoying the trip. Thank you. Over. Richard, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the day. South 1106.3 east. Over. Richard, thank you very much. Enjoy that. Data is on. Data is on. Go to 2221. Go to 2221. 104. This is Romeo Papa. Coming over. Romeo Papa. This is 104. Do you copy over? Position is 0700 2911 east. Correction. 2911 south 00949 east. Over. Position is 27.424. 27.424. 11.02.
Stepping out. It's very close to us. Look at that.
He's far away behind us.
134.
Romeo Papa, the 134, my position 2614 south, 1042 east. How do you copy?
Thank you very much. I'll copy you loud and clear. Enjoy your day. 206.
Well, it's a beautiful evening. Sun going down. It's blowing southwesterly all day. 10 to 15 knots. Got the Jenny going again. Sucking out the dishwater. Fast daily routine.
Doing to our speed. That's up and over. And we're cooking along here in the South Atlantic.
Time is 9:30. Actually gone through a time zone at 6 o'clock this morning. We put the clock back 2 hours. So basically it's 11:30 South African time, but 9:30 here. And we've only got about 5 knots of wind. Really struggling along. But we're moving. Sun coming up. Fat seas. There's the captain, Flower.
Good morning.
You'll see it anyway. The position. Well, this is our 12 to 4 watch on the 14th of the 1st.
Temperature 45 degrees.
Temperature 45.
One of Saddam's big friends.
And Nikki's really sort of got things waxed here.
This is in honor of the onslaught on Saddam.
The greatest name in cigarettes. And courtesy of FM and courtesy of Cape Town Radio, somewhere in the Atlantic, IGIC Rescue, skip and back Cape Town Royal Cape Yacht Club, Commodore David London. Good evening, Dave. Guys, I'm sitting a woman with her coat on just an hour as well. The other thing is that this morning we woke up to a London wind that we hadn't allowed for today. And next to us was the German yacht Morning Glory, very close to us, on the horizon. During the course of the day, the wind has got less, and during the last 4 hours ago, we actually crossed the Greenwich Meridian. That's the line that separates the east from the west. But of course, as we headed half of the southern bases on the foredeck. and it was quite a bump. Anyway, we crossed over safely on the other side, did a bit about having a beer, and mounted it without much wind, and had just passed not long ago a group of killer whales and trout swimming around the boat. It's quite magnificent out here, except for the fact that there's not a lot of wind. The leading boat at the moment is Room 6 in terms of the boat thrust. On the handicap, I'm not too sure who it is. Probably, if I can suggest, it's Morning Glory, but doing exceptionally well. And all in all, we're having a very pleasant time out here.
Ek is fucking dronk. Wil ek al fucking baase volmaak dat ek fucking siek en sat is van al hul fucking eksploitasie. Want as daar een is wat fucking gatvol is dit fucking nie.
Rubbies.
Yes. Nou nie.
Wat?
150 rand kolom. 20 rand. Wel na ure oefen. Here, ek wens ek het 'n prem vir my kind. Seuns pak klere nommer 30 grys. Gee ek hulle nog gee en hulle vra nog al winkelprys.
Yeah, calm day all day. Actually no wind, exactly like this, we mean 2 to 4 knots. Day 2 of this. Hopefully tomorrow will bring more wind.
Maar die plots was oral te ver van ons werk. Toe wrag die kom Atlantis. Ons het nie geld vir deposit gehad nie. Don't worry, buy now. The economy is sound. En toe gaan die interest ons dwars deur die vloer en boonop kom daar blue down. En na ja, nee, hy wil 'n boodskap gee. Nee, maar dit is dokters.
You can't see the concentration behind those glasses.
Dit nie my neusgate opteken nie. Wat jy wil doen.
Nothing feel normal, so it's not coming.
You're gonna have a monotonous video, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every night you take the same picture.
I haven't taken the sunset, only once.
I think Albert wants up to it.
Albert wants faster. He's faster left, but he's some... catch the bigger boat. But I think we'll be in the first 5.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening.
And Tommy, I believe it's your birthday. Is it today or when is it?
On the 19th.
On the 19th. What kind of celebrations do you have planned?
We've got 8 bottles of champagne on board.
That's it?
That's it.
Otherwise we could be traveling lightly then, eh?
That's right.
And Tommy, any problems with the crew at all?
Negative. No, super bunch of guys, and really, we haven't sailed that much together. About maybe twice, I think. But really started in well together, real no problems on board, and everybody's pulling their weight and getting things done.
Sorry, Bertie, I could hardly hear you when you were explaining why you had gone so far north. Can you just repeat that?
Yes, the high pressure in the South Atlantic is so big that I decided to go north to get around the top of it. And hopefully that'll pay off. How did you copy that?
No, I can hear it. And where do you think you will be putting us over the weekend? I mean, how much do you think you pull it to sit in the third place, or is that too optimistic at this stage?
No, that's too optimistic. I think if we arrive in Rio 5th, we'd have done well.
Sorry, I can't hear?
5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If that's the position, then we'd have done well to get to Rio 5th.
Sorry, hello?
Yes, I'm listening.
I can't hear anything. Sorry.
Hello, how do you copy now?
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I think if we arrive in Rio in 5th spot across the line, we'd have done well.
Okay. The weather conditions for this weekend, are you expecting any problems or not at all?
No, I don't think there's going to be much change in the weather. The South Atlantic doesn't change all that much.
Okay.
I didn't get your name. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I didn't get your name.
Janice.
Janice, oh, okay. Super, Janice.
Hey, can we give you a ring the same time tomorrow?
Yeah, that would be great. You just get hold of Cape Town Radio. Just tell them that there's traffic for me and they'll call me because I'm up every morning at 4 o'clock.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, Janice, you have a good day.
Good night.
Thanks, bye-bye.
Bye.
And the wind's just picked up for us.
That's great. Jimmy, I see your southern part of the bell off 3 or 5 far north. Are you hoping to try right in the rain, Bertie?
I didn't catch that. Will you repeat that?
On the question was, how are you hoping to justify your decision to go so far north?
Well, it's the high pressure that's moved in and it covers the whole of the South Atlantic. And as we know, there's no wind with high, and by going north towards St. Helena, we're skirting the edges of it.
Wonderful. Weather conditions like that continue to hang along well.
Yes, we've got 10 knots of breeze and a pretty flat sea, and